Well, I have my new coffee maker, which I only purchased the other day, in my coffee bar thing here. And let's just get the coffee happening. We'll move on.
Smithers coffee. We need some excitement around here.
So that little bitch start tripping, we gon' get the bag. Chanel on my back, she like living fast. She wanna phone with me cause we getting cash. I hit that bitch hard, did that in like past.
Alright, hey guys. Okay, normally I'm having a problem. Now normally I can figure this stuff out, but I've gotten to the point where I can't figure it out. This is all to do with using, well, it's to do with, got the new TV and wasn't happy, obviously not happy with the sound. Sure, I've got the receiver here, decided to go and get a sound bar. Now, with the sound bar, we'll have a look at the new gear. The sound bar is friggin' actually awesome. I sort of cheaped out on the sound bar, and it turned out I got it at a great price, and I didn't cheap out. I'm really surprised at what comes out of this bloody sound bar. We'll have a look at the gear, then I'll explain the problem I'm having with the eARC or ARC. With the new TV, new sound bar, it supports eARC. What eARC does, your megabits is a lot higher than just ARC. It definitely back passes Atmos audio, DDSX, but I'm not getting to that point yet. Let's have a look at the stuff and I'll show you where I'm having trouble. Alright, well, let's have a look here. This is the new soundbar. Yes, I went HISENSE because I cheaped out, and it turned out the cheap out worked in my favour. So this is a 3.1 soundbar, and it does support Dolby Atmos. So Dolby Atmos comes out of this thing. Swing down here, that's where the sub is. Alright, now the reason for getting a soundbar out here, even though I've got the yummy amp, reason is if I'm just watching TV, I don't want to use that amplifier. Now the sound out of any new TV, we all know, is absolutely atrocious. So I wanted a soundbar just for TV watching, the news, whatever. I'm not going to use an amp if I'm going to watch something like the old Australian TV show Prisoner.
Here, use this. Thanks. That's right. Now rub your hand over it, make sure you haven't got any wrinkles. Whatever made me do a silly thing like that?
So that's why I got this. That's why I was looking for a soundbar and decided to go and get one. Anyway, with this one, the reason I got a HISENSE is I thought I'm not going to pay a whole heap of money. It's just to make the audio TV watching a lot better than the sound out of the TV. The TV is fantastic, but audio is just terrible. Anyway, I got a fantastic deal on this. I'll bring it up here. The actual cost of this soundbar is, I think, almost $600. I got this for $280. What I did is, the soundbar was actually on special. I also haggled with the people, going to bring the price down even more, and I have discount cards for so many places, and then I pull out the discount card and drop the price down to $280. They weren't impressed with that because their price was far higher than $280, but they agreed and went along. Alright, now let's get into it. What problem am I having? I'll tell you that first up, then I'll get into everything that I've done. This is the problem. TV's on, turn the soundbar on. So through the TV you select eARC, right, for the soundbar, no worries. Problem is the Yamaha amp turns on as well. That's the problem. I don't want the amp to turn off. What's the point in having that on when I just need the soundbar on? That's the problem. Alright, now I'll show you the process of, you're thinking, well, how is this happening? Why are you doing it that way? This is why. Okay, well, first up, in the back of the receiver, everything's plugged in. The 4K player, Blu-ray player, video player, CD player, turntable, everything's plugged into the back of the amp. Goes out of the amp and travels up to the TV. So quite obviously, HDMI lead running out of the amp to the TV, to give me the picture, the other HDMI lead runs out over the back behind you to the projector. No worries. Okay, now with the soundbar, what I can do is pick Bluetooth, no issues, connects immediately, all works fine. Problem is, if you want to get Atmos audio or DDSX, you cannot get that over Bluetooth. Doesn't work like that. It has to be a direct HDMI lead. Okay, fine, no worries. So, the back of the TV, one of the HDMI ports on the back of it is eARC. No worries. eARC out of the TV into eARC on the soundbar. Great. Now it works. Problem is, I will turn the TV on and show you, but you select eARC, bang. For some reason, it triggers the amp. So the amp turns on. The soundbar works. My problem is I don't want the amp on, but the soundbar is not connected to the amp. For some reason, it's setting the signal all the way through all this stuff and just activating everything. Now, I can't figure out how to turn, have it where it just turns the soundbar on, but not the amplifier. But as I said, over Bluetooth works great. You can't get Atmos audio over Bluetooth. And even in the manual, the only way to achieve Atmos is a direct HDMI lead. So this is my issue. Okay, now before I show you what it's actually doing, I'll tell you what I've done and what I've tried to do before anyone starts saying, if anyone does have an idea how to fix this, before anyone says try this, try that. This is what I have done. Now I know it's probably stupid, but I changed all the HDMI leads, right? I didn't think that was going to make any difference, because if there was a problem with a HDMI lead, I wouldn't have gotten a signal anywhere. So it's not that. The back of the TV, the two HDMI ports in the back, I swapped them over just to give it a try, just to achieve nothing. Didn't help at all. What else did I do? The other HDMI ports in the soundbar, you got HDMI in 1 and 2, then HDMI in send receive, which is your ARC. Just tried plugging it into those. Actually, with that I kind of got nothing. It had to go into ARC for that to work. What else did I try? I think that's about it. But yeah, the swapping of plugs, swapping of leads, all that. Tried all that. So don't mention that, because I tried it. But I'll give you a look at what it's actually doing. Alright, what we'll do here is I'll get the TV on. Now, in the settings. It helps if I use the right remote. Yeah, bitch, come here. Go in the settings. Okay. TV sound output. I accidentally went to receiver, now it'll turn the receiver on. I got the volume down to nothing. I don't want that. Because the whole eARC thing's connected, up here it says your audio device is connected to a port that does not support ARC. But it managed to turn the amp on anyway. Now, you got Bluetooth, no worries, that'll work. Or, hang on, what's going on here? Right, HISENSE. Now, it says that for connect, because what it wants to do, it actually wants to connect via Bluetooth. So, I don't want to do that. So go away. Cancel. Okay, now what I've done here is I've turned on the soundbar on. We have a look here, it's set to ARC. Alright, so soundbar, eARC is on. Now to make the eARC work, you got to go into, it's a bit in depth, you got to go into the, where is it? You have to go into the actual settings. Hang on a minute. Under sound, go down to expert setting. This seems like a lot, doesn't it? Right, now HDMI eARC mode auto, okay? What we're going to do is turn that off. and the amp turns on. But the sound from the soundbar, yes, oh god, too many remotes. Sound from the soundbar is going. Oh, well, as you can see, yeah, it's playing. The Yamaha amp is turned down to 0. The sound you're hearing is coming from this. But if I turn the amp off, that turns off as well. So, but they're not connected. So off, soundbar's off. Now, as I said, it's just gone straight to the TV sound. So what I don't understand is, as I said, you know, everything's plugged into the amp. The output to the amp goes to the TV. That's fine. Then you got the eARC out of the TV into the soundbar, which is on eARC here. And in other words, any audio that's happening on the TV should go straight to the soundbar and have nothing to do with the amplifier. But it does. You switch it on in your settings and it switches the amp on. I'm at a loss. I don't know. I mean, look, I'm being probably really petty here. But the thing is, like, the soundbar does Atmos audio. Now, the only other way around this is to go HDMI out of the HD, you know, the Ultra HD Blu-ray player straight into the soundbar. But what about when I'm running something off the computer or whatever? If I ran it that way, Atmos audio happen, it'll just work. But as far as I'm concerned, it should work via the other way. What about Netflix, Stan, Disney, all that stuff? I mean, I could run it Bluetooth, no worries. The whole point was just to make the sound better than TV. But the thing does Atmos, so do Atmos. If I had got a soundbar that didn't have Atmos in it, I wouldn't even be fussed. I'd just use Bluetooth, because Bluetooth connects immediately and works great. Anyway, if anyone's got any ideas, I don't know, let me know. This is probably a bit of a problem that most people aren't going to know how to fix. So, yeah, I'm really happy with this soundbar. This soundbar is amazing. I never thought I would ever touch HISENSE. I've always been Samsung or Yamaha or whatever. And thought, I'll just sort of go, even though it wasn't really that cheap, the soundbars I have inside, they're all Samsungs, and they were around the 900 mark. I wasn't going to pay that. And honestly, this particular HISENSE soundbar matches, if not probably sounds better than the Samsung ones I've got inside. You're going to kill me for saying that. But honestly, the audio that comes out of this is so damn good. I'm so surprised, especially at the price. Anyway, guys, if you've got any ideas to help me, please let me know. I hope I explained things well enough on the problems I'm having. Yeah, I hate I hate having this happen where I'm not sure what to do. But eARC's a new thing. So it's newer than ARC, which I never really used anyway. This is the first time I've used ARC or eARC. eARC is the newer version of ARC. I stopped saying ARC, but you know what I mean. Alright guys, I'll catch you on the next video. If you've got any ideas, please let me know. Catch you in the next video. Bye guys.